Just wanted to give everybody an update and a bit of a review on mini excavator. So this is an AGT H15 that I picked up from auction, and it's only got about an hour or so on it. Go over some of the things I did to it, a couple of mods which I don't even really know if were necessary or not, but it was home and I had time, so I got them done. But it's been a pretty good machine so far. I've done a bit of work with it, and I'll show you after. I kind of cut a bench out of a bit of a hill for a trail. But yeah, so this is the H15. It's got pilot controls, which are nice. I've honestly never really used a mini excavator before, so it's all kind of new to me anyways. Some people complain about the control pattern and want to change it. It makes no difference to me because I'm just learning anyways. What I did, so this is an H15, which means the back engine compartment's a bit bigger actually. Some of the guys with the smaller ones they put hinges on it and they can open up, kind of like a door. Mine, what I wound up doing is I put 4 of these hinges on that kind of click on and off, and they hold it up. So this gives you good access to the engine compartment. And I actually just put a bolt upside down in here to basically let me drop it on there, and then it lines up really easily. So that's been pretty good. I did grab an old fan that I had lying around and wired it up in there, if you could see it. Is it necessary on the H15s? I don't really know. I never really turned it on last time. It was cold out though, but I had no issues. I know with the smaller units, a lot of people complain about them boiling gas and overheating. So I'll try not to run it. I'll probably run it in the summer anyways, but so far I've had no issues to speak of on cooling or overheating. I also changed the grease nipples. They're those the needle style before, which is fine. I just wanted to only have one grease fitting kicking around, and just another thing that I didn't have to worry about losing potentially. So swapped those out. Had to tension the track. One of the tracks is really loose when I got it. And actually when I got it, so I bought it at the auction in the middle of winter, one of the initial, I guess, pain points that I had was, you know, they put it on a forklift onto a trailer, get home, it's -12 out, trying to get this thing fired up for the first time. And I put fresh gas in it, but it would just not start. So a lot of mucking around. Eventually, you know, drained the float bowl, which must have had old gas in it from God knows when, and it fired right up after that. So that was the first real hiccup, I guess, but it's been pretty good since then. It is a bit tricky to cold start, I find, but anyways, I think that's just kind of yeah, as I learn the machine and figure out, you know, the tricks to getting it to run or start up quickly, and that'll probably become a little bit less of an issue. One thing I actually did this morning too was I installed this hydraulic thumb. So I bought this off of eBay. The company is called Typhoon. And I was a bit worried because a lot of guys online had made comments about, you know, these fittings or not having the right fitting. And then I think they're called DIN fittings, which are really tricky to get apparently. And the hose is not coming with the right fitting. And then this whole project about trying to find it. Anyways, I'm happy to report that, yeah, it fit right on there. No leaks. They came with adapters for the fittings, which is perfect. I had fired it up a bit, tested it out. It seems to be working fine. I haven't actually tried picking anything up yet, but the function is there. It's kind of moving as it should. So I'm going to be moving around the logs up here on my property and just clearing trails and stuff like that. So I think it'll come in handy. When I did use it before with the manual thumb, it was fine, but the manual thumb did get in the way for some of the digging that I was trying to do. So anyways, all in all, a decent machine. I'll get some footage. I've got to actually clear out, I think I'm going to put a shipping container for storage either right here or possibly further down there. So I'm going to, I'll shoot a bit of yeah, clearing, and then maybe if I have some digging to do somewhere else, I'll kind of get some footage of that. But one thing that I would say is, actually, I should probably mention this, the thing's very slow, like very slow, and it's a bit jerky. You know, treat it like a car throttle, where I was easing into the throttle and off the throttle, and that would just make it jerky. It would throw me around more, and then it would just keep compounding and getting worse. Well, the thing's so slow that if you just jam the controls to full power right away, you're barely going to move anyways, and it eliminates all that jerkiness. So that's kind of a user, I guess, error on my part, but it's just really, I got to spend more time on this thing to get familiar with it. But I do think it beats a shovel, and I think that for the price, it seems to be a pretty good value. We'll see how long it lasts and stuff, but excited to get some hours on this thing and keep everybody updated on what it's actually capable of.